This is CBT News special coverage of the 2023 NADA show.
Hey everyone, Jim Fitzpatrick, day 3 at the NADA 2023 convention in Dallas, Texas. And look who I have here with me, a good friend, Steve Greenfield, founder and CEO of Automotive Ventures, also host of The Future of Automotive on CBT News. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me, Jim.
I say stopping by.
We made it, we're the last day.
I know, we made it, exactly. A little quieter today.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of people at the airport right now, which is typical of NADA.
Or maybe sleeping in at least.
That's right, that's right. We've done, I think, 40 some interviews here, and I'm tired. But I'm not as tired as you, because you are running all over NADA, talking at all these different panels, and we've heard such great, reviews of the content that you're pushing out and talking about and issues. And so, talk to us. How is the show going for you, and what's everyone talking about?
Yeah, I mean, it may seem cliche, but this is literally like my favorite weekend of the year.
Sure.
I love seeing people that I don't see but once a year, right?
Right.
We get to
That's
reunite with folks. But it's been good. I think that I've had a chance to talk to a lot of dealers, as you have, I'm sure, over the last like 3 or 4 days.
Sure.
And it's interesting to see what's top of mind for them, right? So there's a lot of change going on in the industry. Much of that we try to document, right?
That's right.
Day to day and have these conversations. But it's a lot of anxiety provoking, interesting trends that are changing in the industry.
That's right, that's right. What are some of the top ones that are people coming to you for and saying, hey, what say you about this particular issue?
Right, well the big one is the make meetings, it's like the agency model, right?
Yeah.
How quickly are the OEMs moving to a direct channel?
Right.
And what role is the dealer going to play, and is that relationship between the OEM and the dealer going to get redefined? So that's number one.
Right.
Electrification's big. There's a lot of infrastructure and facility upgrades that are happening under the guise of sort of electrification.
Right.
And dealers are saying, do I really need to be making these big infrastructure investments? And you may not even have EVs coming out for a couple of years, new EV models, et cetera. And we don't know what consumers are going to adapt. And then I think it's the whole connected car area, which is like over-the-air updates. Are consumers going to still come back in for service? And most notably, subscription services. So if you're going to pay by the month for heated seats, what's my cut?
That's right.
Is the OEM going to share any of that revenue back with dealers? And all of that stuff still has to get negotiated.
That's exactly right, it does. What is your take on the agency model? Do you think that we will see that over the course of the next 5 or 6 years where OEMs are moving closer to that?
Yeah, so I think that the short answer is no.
Okay.
I think the theoretical, hey, just-in-time delivery, get consumers to order in advance, wait 8 weeks for a car to arrive, a la Tesla, is great theoretically. The OEMs are saying we can save a lot of money from a marketing standpoint and distribution standpoint, but I think we're going to run headlong into consumers in the US who want immediate gratification. They want to see 7 vehicles on a Saturday, test drive 3 of them, drive away with that 1 vehicle. And we're going to see also a lot of these new EVs hit the market. And we're going to flood the market with probably more EVs, frankly, than consumers are demanding, and have oversupply. And then incentives will come back, and that's going to run headlong into the OEM's aspiration to have just-in-time delivery.
That's right, that's right. So we hear a lot of the people out I'm interviewing, 2 things continue to come up, and that's AI. AI is at the forefront, and first-party data. I mean, it's as though every company out there is focused on these 2 areas. Talk to us about that. Are we going to see it where a dealer is able to run most of his or her dealership through AI and using their own data?
Yeah, well, I mean, clearly, those are the 2 buzzworthy topics here at NADA. I think that what you're going to see in the next couple of years, interestingly enough, is like they'll be able to start to replace some of the roles of the dealership. So you look at the BDC, for example, right? If I can auto-respond to every incoming lead and make automated outbound calls and texts and emails, then you'll be able to do away with some of those roles. And actually have the machines start to take over, the robots start to take over some of the repetitive tasks at a dealership, which excites me as an investor. I want to find companies that will do that. And then, in terms of first-party data, I think it is very interesting. It's very buzzworthy right now. But dealers, generally thematically want to take control of their data. They want to cleanse their data. They want to make their marketing more efficient. And I think it's a good trend overall. I think a lot of dealers have been doing this for years anyway, but a lot of dealers are now catching up.
Yeah, no question. Speaking about dealers catching up, talk to us about Automotive Ventures. I think it's a phenomenal concept that you've put together. It's basically dealers investing in software and technology, I should say, that helps dealers. Touch on that for a minute.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of dealers have come off a couple of really, really good years here and have a lot of extra cash.
Yeah.
Many of them are deploying that by buying new stores, but where they're not, we're helping dealers basically invest in early stage technology companies, many of which are here, exhibiting, and benefit twofold, right? One is get the financial returns. I think a lot of dealers have envy because these software entrepreneurs have big exits, and they never get to participate.
Right, and they kind of feel like they're part of it because they adapted to the technology early on, and they were cheerleaders for it, and then all of a sudden it sells for $1 billion, and they're like, what about me?
They get nothing. Right, they get nothing at all. And then the other is obviously getting access to those early stage companies, right? Having a view into like who is up and coming, trying them at the store early, getting some competitive advantage as well. So dealers have really been enjoying the journey that we're on, trying to find these early stage companies and expose them to dealers.
I love it, I love it, I love it. Steve Greenfield, thank you so much for stopping by. We very much appreciate it. Loved all of the content that you provide us with at CBT News. Our viewers and subscribers are nuts over you, so they can't get enough. So thank you so much.
Well, I'm honored for the opportunity. Thank you, Jim.
Great.
And look forward to get back to Atlanta.
Yes, us too. Thanks.
Thanks for watching our special coverage of the 2023 NADA show. Join the #1 most watched newscast in the automotive industry. CBT News, 10 years strong. Subscribe today.